websites under the control of tyrannical administrators. There was one man, a one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. It's LA Talk Radio, and a very good Tuesday evening to you wherever you may be. Very happy to have you aboard tonight. Yes, that is new introduction music, just in case you're wondering, just in case you thought you might have tuned into the wrong show. Nevertheless, sometimes you got to change things up to keep it the same. That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Glad to have you on board tonight. Certainly appreciate you tuning me in, and we have a great show lined up for you today, or this evening, if you have been trolling the Barbecue Central forum, which can be found at thebbqcentral.com. You'll know that we have a very special guest lined up for you tonight. We'll talk about that here in just a second. Let me go ahead and give you your contact information. First, right off the top of the bat, if you know what you want to talk about, you want to jump in, you're certainly more than welcome to do that. You can do that by calling me at 216-220-0966. Or, if you're a fan of the written word, you don't want to get on the air because you'll stumble through a call and you'll bring the show down. Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking out for me in that regard. And you can jump in with an email at bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. That's bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. As I have said in the past few weeks, do me a favor. Let's help grow the listenership as a whole by sending out a few emails. Do it right now. Let all your friends, neighbors, and enemies, if you're so inclined, know that the Barbecue Central Show is on the air right now. Tell them that you're a Centralite. You would like to convert them to Centralite-isms, and send them an email. Include the link, latalkradio.com, so we can grow the listenerships together. Of course, you can always keep up with everything that's important in the world of barbecue and grilling, visiting the website, thebarbecuecentral.com. If you've missed a show here on LA Talk Radio in regards to the Barbecue Central Show, no fear. Look at the homepage at latalkradio.com. Click on the Barbecue Central badge, and that will take you to the bio page for a full list of archive shows. Barbecue Central Show is also on iTunes as well. Search that by the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio, and you can download to your iTunes. Maybe use that as a way to get your podcasts, so on and so forth. Again, 216-220-0966 if you're so inclined to jump in via phone, or email bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. Here's what's going on tonight. Second segment, I will be having a featured interview with a guy, actually, that I didn't really know too much about here. Well, I just didn't really know too much about him until I was kind of tipped off to him by a friend of the show, Ray Lampe. Dr. Barbecue told me, hey, if you want a guy that's got a good personality, knows a lot about what he's doing, talk to this guy. Plus, he's Canadian. I don't think we'll hold that against him because some of the listenership does come from Canada. His name is Ted Reeder. He's a 5-time author, and at least that's what my results in Google and on the internet have found. He has 5 cookbooks out of varying styles and techniques and so on and so forth. He's also competed in barbecue competitions. He's a griller. From what I could ascertain from kind of his bio very quickly, he's kind of like a grill plank guy. And I think personally that grilling with planks is potentially overlooked. I don't know a lot of people that do it. I don't know, maybe a lot of people just aren't familiar with how to grill with planks or don't really know what it's all about. He does have a cookbook dedicated to grilling with planks, and really I'll try and focus in on that with him tonight. So look forward to that next segment. Ted Reeder. Also, at the end of the show, Barbecue Central Labor Day raffle. I told you about it last week. Those of you that were lucky enough to jump in did so by the $25 minimum buy-in. Or, of course, you got the 5 tickets for $100 for your chance to win a Cook Shack Smoke-It 008. My dad has one. He loves it. Cook Shack makes the top-of-the-line electric cooker on the market today. So somebody today, this evening, will be picked to be the lucky recipient. And, of course, in my best efforts to keep the show alive, elicit raw emotion, we will be trying to contact that person. I've been asking for phone numbers for people that entered into the show, or entered into the raffle. So we'll see if we can get somebody live on the phone to talk about that too. So that's something to look forward to. If you need some setup about what you would like to talk about tonight, let's try a few things. Barbecue Central karma is in full effect, my friends. Make no mistake about it. Some people talk to me or will tell me this karma that you talk about doesn't really exist. And I've gone on a number of different occasions here on the Barbecue Central show to talk about how it actually does work and to prove the naysayers wrong. Let me go ahead and do that again. A couple weeks ago, there was a barbecue competition that took place somewhere in New York. I believe it was called the Best of the Best in New York. And 4 Barbecue Central forum members, teams of varying names and so forth, 4 made it in the top 10. And one of the teams, Diva Q, won grand championship, which I believe at that point, and I don't know if she has competed since or not, in a sanctioned barbecue style competition. But that would have made 3 out of 4 starts for her grand champion. And again, trickling down from there, 3 other forum members getting within the top 10. That is unconscionable, and just goes to show you that the Barbecue Central karma is alive and well. Those that do not jerk with the show get the karma. And what can I say? Just never doesn't work. That's all I can say about that. Here's another one. I just got a press release from Bob, and I'm not going to Bob Beeman. On August 23rd, Bob and his wife Dawn of Gold Barbecue, a competition barbecue cooking team from Gold Bar, Washington, won the largest payout at the largest attended barbecue competition cooking team ever in the Northwest. That's right. How much, did he ask? Well, I can tell you that right now. When it was all over and the smoke had cleared, Gold Barbecue walked away with overall first grand champion. Gold Barbecue took home second in pork ribs, third in pork. Am I reading that right? Gold Barbecue, first in pork ribs, second in pork butt, third in chicken, bringing back Gold Bar and the grand champion trophy, along with the checks totaling $6,500, the largest single payout ever a Northwest barbecue team has ever had. And Bob does credit the Barbecue Central show with my multitude of knowledgeable guests, the roundtables in podcast fashion that can be found at the website as well. So the Barbecue Central karma lives and lives well, my friends. Fear not. Maybe you have some thoughts on last week's guest, Stephen Reichland. I did field a number of emails from people saying that they thought Stephen is a jobber. He puts his name on stuff that he doesn't really know what he's doing, and I wholeheartedly disagree and will take on any caller suggesting that he is only out for the dollar. This guy has cooking chops second to none. Barbecue or grilling, definitely barbecue, or definitely grilling for sure. He's won competitions against much bigger names. The likes of Bobby Flay. So we can talk about that if you want to. We can also talk about your thoughts on judging biases and garnishes and so forth, as we've covered those over the last 2 weeks. We'll hook up Ted Reeder. So stand by. Jam-packed show, 216-220-0966, bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. Stand by.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
From site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue
barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Steven Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose, like ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
What's the one thing that the most successful competition barbecue cooking teams in catering business have in common? They all go to Patrick Carlson at Hotspot Graphics for their logos. And you can too by visiting bbqlogos.com, where you can get a custom-made logo for your barbecue competition cooking team or catering business. Each logo is made to order with original artwork created from initial concept sketch to final logo. Hit Patrick up at bbqlogos.com or call him at 229-247-4601. bbqlogos.com.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central show on LA Talk Radio.
LA Talk Radio, it's the Barbecue Central show here on your Tuesday evening. 216-220-0966, numbers to call, or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com if you're so inclined. Joining me now, as promised, a cookbook author, a barbecue and grilling expert, and on top of all that, he's Canadian. I don't think we'll hold that against him yet. It's Ted Reeder. Ted, thanks for joining me tonight. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you, Greg?
Not too bad. Ted, for the people that maybe aren't familiar with you, like right off the top, can you give us a little bit of background about yourself and kind of how you got into barbecue and grilling?
Alrighty. Well, I'm a Canadian. GQ magazine called me Canada's Crazy Canuck Barbecue Kingpin. I am a chef and a trained chef. Been a chef ever since I basically could walk. Started cooking when I was 6. Back in the late 1980s, I became the chef of the Skydome in Toronto, of the Skydome Hotel. You know, that infamous hotel where people used to have sex in the windows while watching a baseball game? So I was the sex chef of that, and ended up becoming a corporate development chef for Canada's largest grocery store chain and private label product brands called President's Choice. I now own my own company called Ted Reeder Chef Developments, Ted Reeder Inc., and Ted Reeder's World Famous Barbecue. I've authored 15 cookbooks. I've done I don't know how many television shows. I've had my own show under a brand called King of the Q for a number of years here in Canada, and I do all kinds of different television shows. My own product line and development company, developing food products for grocery stores, restaurant chains all over around the world.
All right. Well,
and from a barbecue perspective, I've been doing it for as long as I can remember. And a little bit of trivia is I have 103 grills and smokers in my yard.
you can't let a guy get through his question list, can you?
Sorry about that.
Now, for those of us that have seen you on television, I actually saw you on Regis and Kelly. It was probably just by happenstance because usually I'm at work, but I saw you on there probably a year or so ago. And then a good buddy that we have in between, mutually, Ray Lampe, kind of turned me on to you, and this is why we're kind of here tonight. But you kind of have a distinct look about you. Ray has a distinct look about you. Is there some type of mandatory? You got to have a look about you to be a barbecue and grilling cookbook author and host and all that stuff?
I think it comes with the territory. Anybody that I know that becomes a barbecue or grilling fanatic ends up having a look about them. It's kind of half singed eyebrows and hair, no hair on the arms, and this love for ice cold beer, Jack Daniels, and the fact that the longer it takes to cook it, the better and the more drinks you get to have.
Are you a discriminator? Do you not like bourbon in its essence, or are you just a straight Jack whiskey guy?
Actually, I am a bourbon fanatic, and I'm also a Jack. Right now I'm on a Jack kick, but I started out as a bourbon fanatic. In my cellar, I don't collect wine, I collect bourbon and tequila and Jack Daniels. So those are my two drinks of choice.
Now, I had a very well-known guy down here in the States, Stephen Reichlin, on last week, and I asked him this question. I'd like to get your take on it. Can you explain to me your explanation of what the difference between barbecue and grilling is?
Well, grilling is traditionally done with the heat below. It is a direct, it can be indirect, but it's a direct, hot, fast way of cooking food. What most people have in their backyards is a grill. Go in the backyard, turn it on, it heats up in about 5-10 minutes, you throw your steaks on, and you're done. That's grilling. Barbecue, to me, is low and slow. It's about tending a fire, whether that fire be hardwood-based or charcoal-based. It depends on the type of machinery that you've got and the way that you want to create the flavors that you want to create. It's about patience. It's about time. And the longer and the more you do it, the better you get at it and the more you learn about it. It is an ongoing learning process. Anyone can fire up a grill and throw a steak on it, but to learn real barbecue, you've got to take the time, have the patience, and get a mindset in place so that you can cook anything you want to cook.
Do you take part in any sanctioned barbecue type competitions?
I no longer compete in any kind of barbecue or any kind of culinary competition. I competed on Team Canada as a certified World Master Chef, competed for numbers of years traveling around the world competing for Canada, and I've hung up my competition shoes and I'm out there just to get everybody to enjoy barbecue and grilling as much as I do.
Do you have any thoughts? There's been quite a number of posts back and forth on the internet about judging biases and how judges are now kind of scoring turn-ins for what they aren't versus what they are. Is that one of the reasons why you got out of the competition scene?
100%. And I got out of the competition scene when I found that happening on the World Master Chef circuit. It just doesn't always seem to me to be the fairest way. I do understand that when you go in to compete, that every competition is a different style of competition, and you have to adjust to those competitions. But what I was finding in the competitions that I was competing in, it was blatant disrespect for the way that the judging should have been done, and I just said that's enough.
So, I mean, what's the idea behind there? Here's barbecue and its competition sense really kind of in a fledgling state, starting to gain a lot of popularity. And just until recently, I never really heard too much about the whole bias thing. But it seems to have all of a sudden judges are starting to walk out and flap their gums to the competitors about what they didn't like or what they thought it should have been. And it really is a potential of hindering the growth of the sport.
100%. We in Canada, we don't have that many barbecue competitions. In Ontario, I sit on the Canadian Barbecue Association Board of Directors, and we host what's called the Canadian Barbecue Championships. And Ray Lampe, Dr. Barbecue, was instrumental in creating our judges format for that barbecue competition. We ran it for 5 years. This year we offered $30,000 in cash and prizes to the winners. We had 29 teams show up. The last 3 years in a row, I know the same team has taken the championship, and I have no issues with that same team winning each year. If they're the best and the judges' marks are that way, that's fine with me. But a lot of the competitors got too involved, saying it wasn't fair judging this year. And I really think that, you know what, if you're competing for one thing, accept the judges' rules and what has come down when the judges are scored. And two, as the judges, stay away from the competitors and don't go and talk about it. Leave them alone. You're there to judge, they're there to cook, and you two should never sit down and have beers and talk about what happened.
Exactly.
Because it just ends up in chaos.
Real quick before we head out to the first break, I had a guest on a couple weeks ago who was an expert on wine. I took a lot of heat from my forum members and our listening audience because they didn't think that the two should go together as far as a talk show is concerned. But you're kind of known for being outside the box when it comes to barbecue and grilling. Do you have thoughts on pairings of wine and barbecue?
I think it's phenomenal. I think that you can pair barbecue with beer, with liquor, with wine, with whatever you want. Barbecue is a very personal thing, and when you're creating those foods, you should be allowed to pair that with what you wish. For example, in Canada here, we've run a wine promotion with barbecue this year, with grilling. I should focus it a little bit more, and it's called wineandcheeseburger.ca, and it is comparing cheeseburgers with wine. And so it's to get everybody involved, especially the ladies that want to get in there and learn how to grill. This was a simple way to get them involved, to say, hey, have a glass of wine and pair it with this style of a burger, whether it be a burger with blue cheese or a salmon burger that's been planked with dill Havarti, or a chicken burger with smoked provolone. You can do whatever you want, and it gets people thinking a little bit different. I have no reservations about what to cook on a grill or a smoker. I will cook anything. And when I say anything, I've been asked by the Wrigley gum company to see what I could do with bubble gum on a grill or a smoker, and I can tell you, don't smoke bubble gum because it sucks.
Exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll definitely get into plank grilling. Because I know a lot of people maybe aren't as familiar with that, or maybe it isn't as popular, so we'll get your thoughts on that and get some tips, tricks, and all that good stuff. So hang with me. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show here on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries ProQ Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Steven Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Shillington, Pennsylvania. What's the one thing
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central show on LA Talk Radio.
It's the Barbecue Central show on your Tuesday evening. 216-220-0966 or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com if you're so inclined to jump in on the conversation. We return with Ted Reeder. Ted, one of the things I really want to talk to you about, because I know you have a cookbook really kind of dedicated to it, is with the planks. And I've heard about planks. I've actually never done it myself, so I wanted to give a little time to it and really kind of go in depth about what it's all about. And first of all, do you really think this is kind of an overlooked method in grilling?
100%, and I see the trend in plank cooking growing. I'll give you a little history, if you don't mind.
Please.
For me, plank cooking was something that I was doing back in the 80s and the early 90s. And I was working for this grocery store chain, and they came to me, and we were writing their grilling and barbecuing cookbook, and they said, we need a killer salmon recipe. And I said, I've got this one, and I went and I tested it and showed it, and it was approved, and it was cedar plank salmon. And the art of cooking on a plank, I call it spanking the plank, but the art of spanking the plank is a hot, fast way of smoking, grilling, and roasting or baking food using your outdoor grill, whether it be a gas grill or a charcoal grill. Gas is the most efficient way to do it. It's quick, it's easy. And for those people who don't have the patience to fire up their smokers and smoke food for a long period of time, they can do this with a plank in a hot, fast method. When I started this out, planking, and I didn't invent it. It started on the Pacific Northwest by the Haida Indians. They used to take salmon and they'd strap it to a piece of cedar and put it around an open fire and roast it and smoke it that way. For me, it became, let's focus on salmon. And it was I started it out doing it on high heat. And all of a sudden, at our grocery stores, we had 500 grocery stores in Canada, they started selling planks. Now, every grocery store in Canada sells grilling planks. And it is a major trend in Canada, and it's a growing trend in the United States. You'll find different pockets throughout grocery stores and throughout the United States, and different people that have written some books on the subject. And it really can expand the way that you cook, and it's not just for doing salmon. The biggest mistake that people make with it is they think that the only thing they can cook on a plank is salmon, and there's so much more you can do.
So what, in your estimation, what makes a good plank? Is there something in particular you have to look for?
Well, to start off with, for the first-time planker, I would go out and I would look for a piece of cedar wood. Number one is the wood needs to be untreated, so you can't get a railway tie or use up a piece of your deck. You want an untreated piece of Western red cedar. Western red cedar it's a semi-hardwood, and it gives you the most aromatic smoke when you're going to smoke this. It's great for salmon. Produces a nice sweet smoke. The wood should be, your first time out, anywhere between 3/4 of an inch and an inch thick. And then the more you do this, you can go to a thinner plank so that you're not once you understand and work the technique, that you don't need to waste a wood by using such a big, thick piece of wood. 3/4 of an inch thick, maybe 6 to 8 inches wide, and 8 to 12 inches long. You basically would take, for example, salmon. You soak that plank in water first for a minimum of 1 hour, because what I'm asking you to do is take a piece of wood and put it on a hot grill. And fire and wood don't mix because they burn.
Right.
So you soak that so that you'll get that heat to hit the wood and create a nice sweet smoke first off. That's your point when it comes. So you put your fish on top of it. You can put any kind of crust on top of the fish that you want. If it wanted to be just dill and shallots and lemon juice, fine. If you wanted to put crab meat and scallops, cheese, whatever you want, put it on the salmon. Put it in the grill, close the lid, and smoke it. It takes about 20 to 25 minutes for a 6-ounce portion to have this beautiful, beautiful smoke flavor, tender, juicy, no flipping it, no turning it, no poking it, nothing sticks to the grill, and you've got an amazing piece of fish.
Are there
Simple and easy.
different flavors of wood planks, or is it only cedar?
No, you can do all kinds, tons of flavors. Maple, oak, cherry, apple, alderwood, hickory planks. There's a whole host of varieties out there that you can find, and you can check into, and you can go online. There's places that are selling exotic woods. My website, tedreader.com, you'll be able to learn a little bit about the planks on there and ask me any grilling question or planking question, and I can guide you in the right direction. When I think it was back in 1999, I wrote a book called The Sticks and Stones Cookbook. Mm-hmm. And it has sort of become, it's no longer in print, but it is available still on Amazon and through my website. And you'll find it out there, and it was 60 recipes on the art of planking. And it started with a salmon recipe, and we started planking everything from other types of fish, shrimp and scallops, to steaks, to chicken, to making soups using a plank, and to planking brie cheese. And it just started to roll from there. Last year I launched a book called The Art of Plank Grilling, and I kind of went way outside the box on this book, where I started creating boxes out of planks, so that if you wanted to bake a lasagna in a plank, you make a cedar box or a maple box or an oak box, and you can make a lasagna or a quiche. You can bake a cake. You can make a big enough box that you could fit a whole turkey in. Wow. And put a lid on it with wood and smoke it in this box. I call it dead bird in a box. And it's unbelievable. To roasting whole chickens, and it creates this hot, fast way of smoking food where you don't have the time to fire up your smoker.
Now, you actually have a line of rubs and sauces and planks. On the plank side, do you partner with somebody in particular to get those planks to market?
Yes, I do. To get them to, I find a manufacturer, a wood processor, let's say, and I've gone through many different processors over the years, and I'm with a good company right now up here in Canada, and they produce the product, and then I go and I sell it, and I sell it to different retailers throughout Canada right now, and we're pushing into the States with a product line for 2009.
There's a question that I've kind of added into all the questions, especially guys that have, and whether it be personalities such as yourself or people that are actually on the barbecue competition circuit that have their own brand of rubs and sauces. Do you actually use the stuff that you sell at home or at any catering events or stuff like that?
100%. The one thing about my product line is I develop all the base recipes, and then I go into the manufacturing facility. I work with their R&D department, develop the sauces to my specifications, and then I am there for every plant trial and first production of my product line to ensure that it is exactly what I want to come off the line based on my recipes. And I use that product daily in my business and in my pleasure at home.
30 seconds left. Ray Lampe just chimed in with an email. He wanted to know if you're actually a fan of the Big Green Egg or not.
Well, Ray knows I'm a fan of the Big Green Egg. I've got one in my backyard. I love the egg. All the folks over there at Big Green Egg are great people. And Ray is the biggest professor of green eggs going. So, yes, I am a fan. I own an egg and am a bit of an egghead. So, what the hey?
Ted Reader is a barbecue cookbook author. He's been on TV any number of times, to include Regis and Kelly. and he is an expert on plank grilling. Go ahead and check out Amazon.com to get all his books, and check out his website, tedreader.com, for any other information you like. Ted, I certainly appreciate you coming on tonight. I just didn't have enough time to get through everything, but that means I can have you back on if you're so willing.
Would love to come back and talk about grilling and barbecue some more with you, Greg. This has been awesome. And to all the folks in the United States, just one little thing. Don't think of us guys up here in Canada as just crazy. We're crazy Canucks. We love beer, and all year long, and it doesn't matter how cold it is, you'll find me standing in my yard cooking.
Thanks, Ted. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ted Reader, if you need him, tedreader.com is the website. A fan of the Big Green Egg, a fan of bourbon, and I like that. So I'm going to get out. We're going to do the drawing right now. I'm going to do that over the break. So if you're on the live webcam feed, make sure I don't cheat. You will see me pull the winning name out, and then I will try and contact when we get back from the break. Stand by.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by Egghead and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com, or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose, like ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
What's the one thing that the most successful competition barbecue cooking teams in catering business have in common? They all go to Patrick Carlson and Hotspot Graphics for their logos. And you can too by visiting bbqlogos.com, where you can get a custom-made logo for your barbecue competition cooking team or catering business. Each logo is made to order with original artwork created from initial concept sketch to final logo. Hit Patrick up at bbqlogos.com or call him at 229-247-4601. bbqlogos.com.
The phone lines are open on the Barbecue Central Show.
Barbecue Central Show.
Call 216-220-0966 to get on the air. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio. Got to have the sound up in order to be heard these days. Thanks again to Ted Reeder for joining me last segment. A lot of great info there, and man, I ran out of time. A lot of questions flew in there just as I was ending about plank grilling. So we'll have him back on again, a little more advance notice, and get those questions answered for you. During the break, I did do the drawing, and we will go ahead and call the winner because they are one of the people that entered 5 times. They bought the 5 tickets for $100 and gave me their phone number today. So here we go. What's going on here? Barbecue Central Radio, name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Mike from Mechanicsville.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
I just thought we were going to play a game. I thought this was the time of the show when we played our game. I'm sorry.
Mike, calling the winner of the Barbecue Central raffle. That's what I was going to do.
Oh, can I call it?
Hey, check this
Is it
out.
Chris in Seatown?
No, it's not. Sorry. I got to dial the damn number again. 805. That's all I'll say. There's no way somebody just called in as I was trying to... Sorry, Mike from Mechanicsville. This is very important stuff. Calling the winner right now. Stand by. Stand by. Please pick up the phone. Come on.
Please leave your message for 805-294-3789. Record your message.
I won't. I won't record a message. This is my damn show. Pick up the phone. And you knew I was going to be calling. Potentially. I won't stand for this. I'll try again. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Stand by. All right, well, now I'm going to have to leave a cheesy radio message. If you're interested in winning a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce barbecue sauce, go ahead and call in now.
805-294-3789. Record your message after the tone.
Stand by for
to
message.
send a numeric page, press 5. When you are finished recording, hang up. Or for delivery options, press pound.
Hey, Helen, it's Greg Rempe in the Barbecue Central Show. Guess what? You've just won a Cook Shack 008 graciously donated by Wolfra Barbecue Seasonings. That's right. All you have to do is send me an email with your shipping information, and Larry Wolf from Wolfra Barbecue Seasonings will be sending you out a Cook Shack 008 where you can make luscious briskets and pork butts, beef and pork ribs, chicken, and a number of other ancillary items to be included as in jerky or pork belly. That's right. So, email me at bbqcentralradio@gmail.com with your shipping information, and we will have your Cook Shack 008 right out on the way, all thanks to our good friends at Wolfra Barbecue Seasoning. www.wolferub.com. That's Wolfra Barbecue Seasonings. Thank you very much for that, and thank you very much for that Mr. Announcer guy. Good luck with that 2-minute message I left you, Helen. Congratulations to Helen again, live on the webcam right there. What? Why is that? Well, you can read it anyway. Trust me, it's Helen. Congratulations, Helen. You win the Cook Shack 008 graciously donated by Wolfra Barbecue Seasonings, and certainly appreciate that. Just 2 minutes left, so if you do want to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce, just call in. Be the first one in, 216-220-0966, and we will get you on the air. You will say, I want Petey River Swamp Sauce barbecue sauce, and we'll get you some right downtown Charlie Brown. That's the way we roll here in the Barbecue Central show. So I will wait for your phone call. Too bad we couldn't get, here's what really gets my goat, is she gave me a cell phone number to call to let her know that she won. If you're not going to use the cell phone, I mean, real. This is why we have cell phones, people, to keep incommunicado. So while part of me has mine to pick a new winner, that's the rule. She was the first one picked out. So, again, congratulations to Helen for winning the Cook Shack 008. Graciously donated by Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings. Again, that's Larry Wolf, and you can find him at www.wolferub.com. Barbecue Central Radio, name and where you're calling from, quickly.
Griff, Anchorage.
Griff, Anchorage. How are you?
I'm fine.
I apologize. It wasn't you that I was calling for the 008.
Yeah, well, you could still change.
I could, but that would be against the rules, and I'm recording myself, and that would be incriminating against me. You being a lawyer, you would know all about that. Do you want the Petey River Swamp Sauce?
Yes.
Guess what? You win it. How about that?
Cool.
Go ahead and email me your delivery information. I'll get that down to Tim at Swamp Sauce, and it will be on its way Thursday.
Hey, thanks, Greg.
All right, Griff, thanks for calling in.
Yep. Bye.
Take care. That's Barbecue Central Forum moderator, Griff, calling in to win a 2-pack of Petey River Swamp Sauce. That's me not having the duck feature on. Nevertheless, that's going to do it for me. I want to thank my special guest tonight, Ted Reeder, for talking to me about all the good stuff that barbecue and grilling has to offer, especially on the plank stuff, which, again, we will take up again in the future, I promise. Thanks to the callers and the emailers. Billy Bones will be on next week. Also, very big congratulations to Helen Plouffe, or Pluff, or Ploof, whatever. You didn't answer the phone, so I'm not going to bother getting your last name right. Don't show me respect. Maybe that's because you're fat. Because you're fat. Thanks to the Barbecue Central crew, sound engineer Sam Hassan in Southern California. Broad Topics is up after me at 10 p.m., so stay tuned for them. And we'll see you back here next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the Barbecue Central Show, this is your program host, Greg Rempe. Good night now.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by Egghead and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose, like ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.TheBBQGuru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at BigGreenEgg.com. That's BigGreenEgg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
What's the one thing that the most successful competition barbecue cooking teams in catering business have in common? They all go to Patrick Carlson and Hotspot Graphics for their logos. And you can too by visiting bbqlogos.com, where you can get a custom-made logo for your barbecue competition cooking team or catering business. Each logo is made to order with original artwork created from initial concept sketch to final logo. Hit Patrick up at bbqlogos.com or call him at 229-247-4601. bbqlogos.com.